Welcome to Envisioned Broadcasting Radio, your station for empowerment, music, and talk radio. EB Radio presents Empower Hour with Jaresha, a show that shares the stories behind the journeys of leaders, influencers, and motivators. The Empower Hour with Jaresha begins now.
Good day, amazing people. Welcome and welcome back to Empower Hour with Jaresha. I am your girl. I am your host, Jaresha, and it's another amazing Wednesday. It's another amazing day. You already know, if this is your first time tuning in, I'm so excited that you're here. But let me just tell you, because what I need you to know, there are so many things I'm going to share today that you really need to just grab a hold on to. But I need you to know that I believe you have the power to be great, have great, and do great. You just have to be willing to unleash your greatness, not someone else's greatness. You have to be willing to unleash your greatness and take action. Now, with that being said, I just said a lot. Unleashing your greatness and taking action. It's all about action. I don't know if your year is going like this, but when I tell you the time is just flying by, it is just, it blows my mind just how fast, like they say, time waits for no one, right? But it just flies by. And then you turn around and it's a whole, we're looking at the end of the year, the beginning of the year. But today, I really want to really speak to this whole thing of recognizing your greatness. Because I talk about that a lot, not just on the pod, but I talk about it a lot and how important it is to recognize your greatness and take action. And I say that because I feel like when we recognize our greatness, we understand that we deserve so much more. We understand that we are made for more. We understand no matter what our journey looks like, and I say no matter what your journey looks like, you understand that you deserve more. You affirm that, you decree it, you declare it. You know that you deserve more, whether it's in your career, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's on your wellness journey, you deserve more. And so often we are in this space of settling. So I hope that today with what I bring forth to you, I hope it's going to help uplift you, inspire you, motivate you, and empower you to perhaps unlock your deserved abundance and elevate your sense of self-worth. So there's going to be some points that I'm going to make today. There's going to be some points I'm going to make today. And so I hope, like always, you show up ready to take some notes, ready to really just, maybe you want to just listen and then go back or listen and have your notebook and say, you know what, I really need to make note of that. I don't know about you, but I am truly all about listening to pods. And I love being able to listen to that podcast. And I feel like it's just feeding me. It's feeding me. It's feeding me by all of the knowledge, all the insights, all the wisdom that's being shared. And so I hope today, as you're listening, that you really not just listen, but take action on the things. Because like I said, I truly believe that you deserve more. But guess what? You have to believe you deserve more. And so that brings me to recognizing how I say you have to recognize your greatness. So you have to recognize your greatness. You have to recognize your worth. And so when we think about this personal growth journey, a lot of times it's that self-doubt that we have that is one of the barriers that we deal with, right? So it's the limiting beliefs that we have that we're dealing with. And I really feel like we have to be willing to confront that head on. We have to be willing to confront it head on and really assert that the ceiling that we may see is made of glass, right? But it's not made of stone. And so And so we have to shatter it and free ourselves. And so we have these perceived limitations, and so they're self-imposed, and they're really rooted in our past experiences. And so to recognize our worth, we can do a number of different things, but I'm only going to share some things that has worked for me, and I know that has worked for others. And that is being willing to sit down with yourself. Now, I cannot say that enough. When's the last time you actually sat down with yourself? And I say it like that because we don't sit down with ourselves enough. And what does that mean? What do you mean when you say sit down with yourself? That means you're willing to say, I'm going to remove all distractions. I'm going to sit down and think and think and think and process and think and write. And when I say think, thinking for me means you're writing. You're thinking on paper. And so for me, what really brings things into perspective is being willing to sit down with myself and journal and perhaps meditate, to reflect on my strengths, to reflect on, why are those self-doubts, really a barrier for me? Why is it stopping me? What is it that is going on in my life on this journey where I may not be able to recognize my worth? Or maybe it's a who. It may be someone. It may not even be an internal factor. It may be an external factor. You may have somebody in your ear that is contributing to you not recognizing your worth. But always, we have to understand that it begins with us. It begins with you recognizing your worth and saying, you know what? I'm going to sit down with myself so I can learn more about myself, so I can really master this thing and begin to get rid of those doubts, begin to get rid of those limiting beliefs, and really challenge those negative thoughts. And we can challenge them by replacing them with affirmations, affirming ourselves and reinforcing the self-value and the potential. And to me, when you recognize your worth, again, recognizing your worth is all about recognizing your greatness, and you're going to take action. So I always say, when you recognize your worth, then you're going to move accordingly. When you recognize your greatness, you're going to move accordingly. When you sit down with yourself and finally start diving into who you are, what you want, because let's be clear, not many of us really know what we want. We know what we don't want, but we don't know what we want. And I find it so mind-boggling how even as the age, as adults, we still struggle with what we want. What we want. We're so quick to say, well, I don't want this. I know I don't want this. But let's try sitting down with yourself so you can learn more about you. When is the last time you did that? If you haven't done it, then I would honestly encourage you to put a date on your calendar right now so you can spend some time learning more about you and asking yourself questions. Now, one of the other things that comes to mind when we're thinking about, you deserve more, What is that? Like when you think about you deserving more, what does that really look like? So I mentioned that to me, it's all about recognizing your worth, recognizing your greatness, and then also being willing to really set boundaries for us to become. So when we establish boundaries, to me it's extremely important as we're on this journey of personal development, of healthy relationships. And so I say that when we are in this space, right, of setting boundaries, we have to guard our space. We have to guard our space like a treasure. So you have to guard your space like a treasure, because not everyone has the map to navigate it. I'm going to say that one more time because I really feel like I kind of stumbled over it, and you may have just, let it just fly over your head. You have to Guard your space like a treasure because not everyone has the map to navigate it. And so we have to create those strategies for setting boundaries for ourselves, which means saying no without feeling guilty, understanding our personal limits, and communicating these limits clearly to other people. See, when we do so, we protect energy, right? We protect their energy and contribute to a healthier emotional state. So we protect everyone's energy in that space because of the fact, and we really protect our own energy. And let me just say that guarding and protecting your space, your energy is extremely important. We know that when it comes down to dealing with negativity, when it comes down to dealing with naysayers, when it comes down to someone that does not recognize and see your greatness, when it comes down to someone that does not recognize and see that you deserve more. So you have to be willing to set those boundaries for better. We have to set the strong boundaries, right? Set the strong boundaries and understand that they're not walls that's going to isolate, but it is a filter. That's good. It's a filter that keeps that negativity out and really lets the positivity flourish. So make sure you are setting boundaries for better. And there's something else that just keeps coming to mind when we think about you deserve more. It's how are you manifesting what you deserve? So how are you turning your dreams? How are you turning your dreams into reality? Because turning your dreams into reality it's not a fantasy, but it is a tangible process that requires commitment and it requires clarity. And so when I think of this, it's like how so you plant seeds of greatness in the garden of your life. You're going to nurture them, and then you're going to watch your world transform. And so when I think about manifesting, that is like the process of manifestation. And so for me, that has been in my own life about breaking down um, like complex concepts into those achievable steps. And that means beginning with that clear goal. So clear goal setting, again, going back to sitting down with yourself and then maintaining a positive mindset. And I can't fail to mention how important it is for us to take those consistent action steps towards achieving our goals. Now, for me, this is all about visualizing, seeing your goals, and knowing how powerful that is when it comes down to manifesting in the manifesting process. It is an amazing thing when you recognize that you deserve more and you start moving on it. When is the last time you sat down with yourself, you set boundaries, and then you said, you know what? This is what I want, and I'm going to begin to manifest this thing in my life. I'm going to make sure I position myself. I align myself. I am going to make sure that I am connected and aligned with everything that's going to speak to my greatness and not speak against my greatness. So what I know and what I've learned is that you deserve more, but you have to know that you deserve more. You have to know in the midst of whatever you're going through right now, whatever you're experiencing right now, you have to know that you deserve more. And not only do we have to know that we deserve more, but we have to be willing to say, you know what? I may have settled in my life before, but guess what? Today, I will no longer settle. Today, I will keep pushing forward. Today, I will not only push forward, but I'm pushing it to a different forward. I'm not going forward like how I used to. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to move forward in a different way. I'm going to sit down with myself so I can learn more about me, learn more about my greatness, and I'm going to push forward and move accordingly because I am destined. I am destined for greatness. I'm destined for more. I was created for more. I was created for greatness. So when we begin to understand that thing and how powerful it is, we can say, yes, I deserve more. So know this, you deserve so much more. You deserve so much more. And so I really need you to let that sink in for a minute. You, yes, you listening to me right now, you deserve more out of this life. See, what often happens is as I mentioned, we settle into this comfy little space that appears safe. It's a space where routine is routine and nothing out of the ordinary happens. And although it may sound relaxing, let me tell you, let me tell you that great isn't born out of comfort zones. So why are you so comfortable? Why are you so comfy? Why are you deciding to settle when greatness doesn't happen in your comfort zone? Greatness is born out of out of the struggles that we've gone through. Greatness is born out of stretching those those boundless limits and pushing past the uncomfortable. See, the reality is that a lot of us we get sidetracked. We're gonna get sidetracked by the bare minimum because we think, okay, I have a decent job, I have a decent home, I have, this thing or that thing, the amenities that we have. So I'm good, right? But let me tell you, wrong. You weren't born to be good. You weren't born to be decent. You weren't put on this earth to just get by. Absolutely not. You were put here so that you can excel, so you can thrive, so you can lead, so you can inspire, so you can empower, so you can conquer. And so I want you today to think about everything that I've mentioned today. And I want you to start thinking about what more looks like for you. Is it more freedom? Is it more impact? Is it more satisfaction? And whatever that thing is for you, accept the truth that you deserve more. You deserve more than what you currently have. You deserve more than what you have right in front of you. You deserve more. But I feel like I still need to meet, and I need to really make some things crystal clear, because deserving does not mean that it's going to come easy. And I don't want you to feel like because I said you deserve more, that means that, you're just going to be able to just get it just like that. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. Deserving means you have the potential and you have the capacity to achieve more. However, that's only if you put in the action. That's only if you're willing to put in the work. So you have to be willing. You have to be willing to execute. You have to be willing to execute and take action when everyone is sleeping. And you have to be willing to do what needs to be done, to study when other people are playing. You have to be willing to remain disciplined when there's so much chaos going on around you. Now listen and listen to me good. You deserve so much more. You deserve so much more. And you are your greatest asset. But at the same time, you are also your worst enemy. So the only thing standing between you and that ideal life is you. It's your mindset, your discipline, your perseverance. So The question is, do you understand the power of you? When you understand the power of you, when you understand your greatness, you become unstoppable. So you've got to use every single ounce of your strength to mold and shape your life. And so today, I really want to challenge you. I want to challenge you because I want you to make a commitment. So, and I need you to say it with me right now. I deserve more. I deserve more. And not just I deserve more, but I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I always say at the end of one of my podcasts, my Mornings with Jaresha, let's get it, let's go. And so let me tell you, when you say I deserve more, I'm going to get it, let's go. You set your goals. You raise those standards and cut off everything and everybody that's trying to hinder your progress. So what I know is it's time to let's get it, let's go. It's time to stop playing safe. It's time to stop doubting if you're really worth those dreams and start living like you mean it. Because at the end of the day, y'all, when it's all said and done, you should be able to look back at your life and say, I gave it all I got. I took what I deserve. So let me just say this. Let's go get it. You deserve more. There's no more waiting. There's no more excuses. There's no more next time. The time is now. You deserve more. And I believe you're going to get more. You just have to be willing to unleash your greatness and take action. So I thank you for tuning in to another show. On this show, I speak with leaders, motivators, and influencers who want to share their stories and journeys to empower the world for growth and success. And know this, if you're a leader, motivator, or influencer, and you want to be on the show, reach out to us. Visit www.envisionedbroadcasting.com and find the Empower Hour with Jaresha link. We would be so happy to have you on this show. So let me just tell y'all, I truly, truly want to thank you, each and every one of you, for tuning in to another episode of the Empower Hour with Jaresha. I'm so excited about the journey that you have ahead. I'm so excited about you recognizing that you deserve more. And when we recognize we deserve more, we also recognize that as we are working on more, there is a platform that is built to help you on this journey of being productive and making sure you are getting your tasks done. And so Todoist is a to-do list task manager for professionals and small businesses. It helps you combine tasks, projects, comments, attachments, notifications, and so much more. I use Todoist each and every day. And so if you're looking for that tool that's going to help you manage your list and help you stay organized and focused, Todoist will get you together. But listen, don't take my word for it. Try it out for yourself. The link is in the show notes. Until next time, amazing people, remember, you have the power to be great, have great, and do great. You just have to be willing to unleash your greatness and take action. Stay safe and be blessed.
Thank you for listening to the Empower Hour with Jaresha, where Jaresha speaks with leaders, influencers, and motivators who share their journey in personal and professional growth, empowerment tips, lessons learned, and keys of success that will empower you to your best self. Follow Jaresha on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Jaresha Moore, and visit www.empoweronpurpose.com. Remember to be intentional and be empowered, and have a great day on purpose.